What's good, y'all? It's your boy Izzy the Truth. You know what I'm saying? Some folk that grew up with me called me Ike. Folk I went to school with and folk who I done business with and worked for and all, they call me Isaiah by my government name. You know what I'm talking about? I'm one part of the Hebrew boys. You know, we do music and all. But we motivational speakers. Uh I survived the penitentiary. Collectively I gave him over 10 years. You know, few spats here and there in jail and the county and shit like that. Uh, my active addiction was armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? Organized crime, put it that way. Uh, my longest bid was down there 7.5 years for conspiracy to armed robbery and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all that public information. So, give you part of my story, man. Uh, Let me say this for the young children and the teenagers and young adults, you know, they got fathers that's in prison and all, man. Uh, you know what I'm saying? I hope you can understand what forgiveness is. You know what I'm saying? Your folk probably gonna come at you and ask you for some forgiveness. I ain't saying you got to. That ain't my fucking job. You feel? But it is in my perspective. You know what I'm saying? From my understanding, what God wanted me to do was to come holler at you on some real shit though. Taking consideration. If you haven't heard that side of the story of what had happened or whatever, all that right there, I think you might need to get some ear to that shit. Cause if somebody been telling you one side of some shit and you ain't heard the other side of the shit in totality, like you been hearing this repetitive, I think you might need to reconsider. Because God forbid you die some shit and you holding resentment from your father or your mother who was in prison doing some fucking time from you, than for you to go to hell for being unforgiving. Let me say that shit now. And see, he using me to come. I ain't talking to none of you old Bible thumping ass niggas. I'm talking about some niggas in some ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga for the street or that woman or that hoe or whatever that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, man. If you only heard one side, even I don't give a fuck you ain't never seen him a day in your life. I ain't never known my dad. Okay, well goddamn I give you that. Okay. Alright. Well there's some motherfuckers who got some daddies who had to be that was shared for your fuck ass that wasn't at home with their family. Now what about them folk who had one and didn't get to enjoy them because they were helping motherfuckers like us. So let's not get holding and dying this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, if you don't like cussing, you might well go and skip to the next shit. Or share this with somebody else that from the hood that might can get this. You know what I'm saying? Fucking shade tree preacher, nigga. Keep trying to tell y'all I ain't one of them church preachers. I ain't one of them. I know the scripts. You know. I know it ain't called Holy Ghost. Yeah. I know it called Ruach HaKodesh. You know what I'm saying? Set apart spirit. That's what the fuck it means. It don't mean no hole in no ghost. Ghost ain't never had a hole in it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't blaspheming nothing neither. I'm just letting you know. So if you didn't know, that whole book that you read is called the Bible and all, the good book, you know what I'm saying, and all that. The same book folk be thumping sometime and ain't even living it. That whole book was about some Hebrews. So when you go and find out what was his name in Hebrew, it wasn't Jesus. I got saved under the name Jesus. So I ain't speaking against none of the shit. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, educate yourself. That whole book is about a man named Yeshua. Hamashiach. You get what I'm saying? Y'all call it Jesus the Christ. In English. You know. What they call him in Spanish? Jesus. Jesus. Okay. They call me, my name Isaiah. They call me Isaias in Spanish. So what the fuck, nigga? You don't know his real name? See what I'm saying? Like I said, people that know me, They know me as Ike. That's what my family called me. My mom and daddy called me Ike. I get offended when a motherfucker ain't grew up with me. You ain't earned the right to call. You ain't been in my life long enough to call me Ike. Not saying a nigga gonna do some shit, but I'm just saying I might not even acknowledge you if I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? Everybody who I grew up with, when I see them, it ain't nothing but love. I ain't stole from them. I ain't none of that shit. I ain't fucked their sisters and shit. None of that shit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, y'all might need to goddamn check people, you know, the situation and all. If you been hearing some shit and you ain't heard the other side of it, you know what I'm saying? Don't make your opinion all the way up just off hearing some one shit from somebody else. You get what I'm saying? You know, straight up. You know, some forgiveness like this. You know, it's a lot of us that done that time getting out, that changed our life and everything for the better. Sometimes prison can save somebody. Sometimes prison can save folks. Prison has saved a lot of motherfuckers, man. It may make folk grow up, miss the simple things. So when we get out, we ain't trying to be around all that rah-rah shit. Most the people that invite me to places, most of the time I don't go. I don't like to be around a whole lot of people. That's how that shit was in prison. All them niggas sardine all up at the county jail and shit like that. Hell no, I like my peace. I like to be at the crib. Yeah, shit like this. You know, so I'm just saying, man, have a little forgiveness out this motherfucker. Straight up, some of y'all got some real G-ass daddies and shit. And some of y'all got some real G-ass mamas, but family members be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when folk come to you, when they done got in some shit, they ain't coming to you when they ain't in no shit. They come to your ass when they in some shit. Trying to figure how to get the fuck out some shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep my mouth shut. I don't learn to keep my mouth shut. But you can tell a nigga the truth, something that's gonna really help them, and they get offended. They get offended. Why? Cause you telling them I'm telling you the blunt truth. I ain't telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what's gonna be most effective for the situation at hand. You get what I'm saying? So y'all gotta, yeah, cause y'all be on some other shit. Yeah, y'all be on some other shit. You know, and that all that ski mask shit and all that. That's why I be at the crib. Cause you walk up on me with a ski mask on, I'm gonna shoot the shit out your motherfucking ass. Straight up. I don't mean no wrong, goddamn it, but I'm letting you know. Don't walk up on me with that shit. Straight up. Dead ass. Charleston White your motherfucking ass. Straight up. Yeah. Spray the shit out your ass with some mace. Straight up. Bug spray or something. I'm gonna spray the shit out of somebody. Don't walk up on me with that shit on. You know what I'm saying? But I think I know why y'all wearing it. And if that's the real reason why y'all wearing it, that's some smart shit though. But you can't walk up on no OG nigga like me with that shit. It ain't gonna go the same way. I ain't lying, y'all. You gonna be talking about a motherfucker. Straight up. On goddamn China 9 News, nigga. Cause I ain't scared to fight. Straight up. I ain't with don't roll up on me with that. Hey, man, you got all this shit on your fucking face, nigga. Pull that shit down so I can hear you. I know the camera's watching, nigga. That's why I think y'all wear the hoods and shit. And if my mind is correct, then shit, that's some smart shit too. They do got cameras here damn well. I wouldn't want nobody, you know, you got that privacy and shit. So I think that's really why they weird like that. A lot of folks trying to figure y'all shit out while you wearing the shit. I'm still trying to figure out y'all language. Cause we could be saying I could be saying some old school shit. And you think I'm disrespecting you when I'm asking you about some real shit. You know. So that part right there, you know what I'm saying, man? Just so, you know, it's some mothers and some fathers, man, felt like they lost y'all. Straight up. It's some mothers and some fathers really felt like, you know, y'all been snatched out their arms and shit like that. You know, they probably goddamn shook to come goddamn say something to you. They probably really want to say something to you, but don't know how the fuck you gonna act. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm really saying, you know. They don't know how the fuck you gonna act, man. Straight up. So, shit, if it did something for you, you know somebody in that situation and shit, tell them, is it the truth? Say, man, look here. Look at both of them sides, honest, man. Be honest, man, and look at that shit the way it need to be looked at. Don't just take one side of no motherfucking story. He used to put his hands somewhere. That bitch might be lying. Your mom, that lying ass bitch might be lying, nigga. That what the fuck I'm saying. And if she was fucking lying, that's shame on you, goddammit. Shame on you, goddammit. Whole time you done lied on my daddy was a real motherfucking nigga. He just wasn't gonna take your shit. I done lived with you my whole life, and I know how the fuck you is. So I gotta let me hear what he gotta say to me, goddammit. And then I make up my mind whether I wanna fuck with this nigga. I weigh that shit out when I go pray. And then I get back to both of y'all niggas. You get what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to honor your mother and your father. Let me see it like that. You know, it come with a promise. Your days will be long on this, it'll be extended on this earth, you know, shit like this. So I don't mean to be sitting here coming prophesying and all type of shit like that. But hopefully you like this, man. If somebody, you needed to hear this, man, send this out there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because there's going to be some hating ass niggas. He cussed too much, man. Mind your damn business, chump.